Across many nations on the continent of Africa, one thing remains true. There is a spirit of optimism. Whether in Nigeria, South Africa, Addis Ababa, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, the Gambia or Senegal, the can-do spirit is everywhere on this continent. And this is one thing that has fueled the growth of Verdant Zeal. Starting humbly 10 years ago, Verdant Zeal quickly reset the parameters for its future beyond advertising. It was intent on being a media marketing and communication partner for all types of businesses, causes, and concerns. This ambitious vision made the growth trajectory quick, spinning off corollaries and other operations in Ghana and the Gambia. The youthful energy which flows through the people who work in the group is a catalyst for creativity and new ways of approaching brands. Our dynamic culture of traveling, discovering new places, new markets, and new possibilities gives us insight to create new value for our clients across various segments.
The Verdant Zeal story is a unique one in the sense that I believe very strongly that it's God-given. Businesses start, I believe, from two ways. One is by conviction, based on the sum total of your experience and your capacity and capability to be able to get a particular type of business going. The second way really is by persuasion, based on the fact that over a period of time you just think you're sufficiently experienced enough to get something going. In my case, I think it's a combination of both, but really more of conviction.
From the onset, we didn't come across to anybody as an advertising agency because we saw ourselves as business consultants. And so people got skills in the area of learning other businesses.
Our growth over the years as a top-notch marketing communications organization has been based on our internal processes-driven mode, Autobus, meaning on time, on budget, and on strategy.
Verdant Zeal, it's all about innovation, it's all about the young mind, and it's for people who are willing to explore.
Verdant Zeal is an academy, is an institution for individuals, people who would like to develop their entrepreneurial passion.
My experience in Verdant Zeal has been one that had required a lot of constant change. Constant change in terms of learning, constant change in the way we do things, and the fact that there is a statement that the MD always makes. He says, we're in the business of businesses.
But when I hear Verdant Zeal today, I remember Autobus. I remember on time, I remember on budget, I remember on strategy. I think it kind of formed the fabrics of the things I'm doing today, running a digital marketing agency in Lagos.
Within a decade that saw amazing transformations in the rise of social media, use of smartphones, and proudly African content.
Basically, it's our organic approach to getting things done. We come from a background of marketing communication, well, I'll say advertising, the way people know it. That was the foundation of a few of us that started when we opened shop day one. But then we were clear in our minds 10 years ago that that direction itself was going to be short-lived because already the environment was showing a great deal of dynamism.
It's a great place to work and it's a very great opportunity for you to even be in Verdant Zeal. Brands are being made, individual brands are being made for the nation. As an individual, even for you as an individual, you can make yourself a brand.
We have worked on a wide plethora of brands and organized top-notch events that range across various spheres.
Please, let's make welcome Her Excellency, the First Lady of Akwa Ibom State.
We work hard and we party harder, a metaphor for our can-do spirit and the zest for breaking new grounds.
As part of our culture, we were very conscious about work-life balance. We are the only company that I know of in Nigeria, perhaps in Africa, that every year takes its staff on a road tour of different countries.
I mean, Verdant Zeal was like family, it was fun. I mean, I get the people that were before us, they say that there was more fun before we came. But even in our time here, there was a lot of fun. It was fun, the trips, the fights, the deadlines, the jumping planes. You don't even know where you're next. You might just have come to work today and you're heading to Abuja and all that. It was fun. It was really fun.
But to be candid, I haven't found a lot of organizations with the kind of clout and the kind of drive that Verdant Zeal has. For example, in the last 10 years, we've been to 9 African cities. We've also inaugurated the Innovation Series, which is a platform that allows for thought leaders to come together and talk about development on a continental scale. And it's a big thing. I mean, one of our biggest achievements on that platform was that in 2014, we hosted Akufo-Nana-Addo, who is currently the president of Ghana. How big does that get? I mean, what we want is to be the platform where all African leaders sort of default to, because they know that we have that kind of political and social clout. Today, what we call myhomepage.com, which is a news aggregator, and it's really the one-stop shop where you find all of the news that you need. Rather than going to multiple sites, all those sites are in one place and you can get it all well served, well delivered. I don't know how many organizations are into this kind of things while they are still pursuing their daily hustle, creating products by the side. That's what we do. That's the Verdant Zeal spirit. You know, we're big, we're audacious, we're not afraid to do things, we're not afraid to think, we're not afraid to fly, we're not afraid to take risks. We've done massive projects across Nigeria. We're moving into West Africa. We're going to be speaking French very soon. And trust me, the vision for this organization is to be in every African city within a very short period of time.
The sense of humor in here. And I wake up like I want to see my team. We yab, we talk about brands, we G's, we talk about what's going on around, even on the BB Niger. So I just want people to laugh. I just want people to have fun, you know. One of the craziest guys in hell here, you know.
Over the years, we have grown into a full-fledged integrated marketing communications company, and we believe in the words of Steve Jobs, the only way to own the future is to create it.
It's pretty simple. It's from the raw material down to the kitchen. And when I say raw material down to the kitchen, is here is where you have the kitchen. We cook idea here, we prepare everything, dish it out for BSM BD, that's the business development department, and we all roll it out to clients. And as we all know, the future is really, really unfolding now. And we are creating it here. We create here, and we also create the markets. So we make it simple for us. We don't really go chase ready-made business. We come up with content and ideas, which you have my team here, working fantastically on it.
Bringing together some of the best minds on the continent, we are passionately committed to building the Africa of our dreams.
At every point in time, one of the things we keep asking ourselves is where we are enough? Is there still space? Is there still something we should be doing that we are not doing? How can we move with the trend? We are agile, we are an agile organization. So we try to basically find out what is going to happen in the next 2-3 years and then begin to work towards that.
Because quite clearly, the organization of the future is the one that's able to, at any point in time, espouse studies about different markets, different situations, different dynamic elements that make these markets happen. So you then find that even though you might have external people coming to some of these markets, but because it's our markets, the kind of insight that we're training ourselves to develop and to design is uniquely different from what, say, Western eye will see. If you take the example of Nigeria, for instance, it is such a rich, dynamic market that you cannot honestly have one-size-fits-all as an approach to creating marketing solutions. This is what going to Ghana and Gambia has taught us.
Before we got to 10, we were already thinking of what next. That has always been our question, the next big thing. And part of the next big thing is to say, we have moved from being just a marketing communication agency to being a consultancy agency, as it were, and then which means we offer advertising, we offer consultancy. So that is what we see in future.
As we celebrate 10 years, we look forward to many more years of being on top of our game while delivering service with excellence. A truly African brand with global perspective.
I have a prayer for them, that the Almighty God will never get tired of blessing them. that the company will continue to grow in leaps and then bounds.
Now that you've heard our story, how market?